Memories of Elsie. I'm going to talk about the Elsie we knew today. Not what the Hallmark cards would say, but the Elsie we grew up with and knew. The Elsie we loved and the one who did just what she wanted to do. Now, Elsie was a little piece of leather, but well put together. And we must all tell the truth and confess that Elsie didn't take no hostages and didn't put up with no mess. I met Elsie over 60 years ago, and we became cousins through my Uncle Ben. And we fought every year, but still loved each other no matter which one that year would win. And I remember one time we were fighting and I had to go to the hospital. And guess who went with me? Yeah, my cousin friend Elsie, right up to the ambulance. And the police threatened to put both of us under lock and key. And Elsie could dance. We would go to the superette and do the twist, the boogaloo, and the split. In fact, Elsie was the first Stilton girl to do the half split, and then all the girls started copying it. We had a little gang that hung together, Elsie, Olivia, Coulda, Ouija, Connie, and me. And we would pool our money together and give it to Harry, Super, or Post Toasty to get our little tasting. Then we would dance or fight the night away and get back up and be together at Booker T's. We called it the joint the very next day. Elsie was also a very private person and didn't tell her business to everyone. So when she was sick, a lot of people didn't know how serious it was, but she was still laughing and having fun. She didn't complain or try to blame anyone for health problems or sickness. She kept right up with you when you visited her home. You were treated to her best. She fought her health issues just like she fought things in her whole life, right up to the end. She kept it private and to herself, just like she did her lifelong friends. It would win one day and the next day she would win. It still didn't beat her at the end, for eternity was waiting and would always be there, so she held on fighting death, fighting until she drew her last breath. We don't know what conversation Elsie had with the master on that day in January 2012, but she wouldn't tell you if she could. It was her and God's business, and she would never tell. Like I said, this isn't a poem from Hallmarks, but it's a true poem about our loved one Elsa, and right on the all mark. For she would want all of us to share the memories of the real life that she lived, and of the times to each of us that she did give. For if I was a betting woman, I would be willing to bet that Elsa would tell you she lived and loved the same life over with no regret. Rest in peace, Elsie. You will be missed, but you were in our memories forever. For death is not the end, and the bond of love death can never sever. That was for Elsie Prather, my friend and my cousin.